Hello everyone. In the series of learning data structure, our today's topic is linked list. We are going to understand the introduction part of linked list, that is what is linked list, why we need linked list, and the application where to use this linked list. So linked list is one of the most important data structure. Like array, linked list is a linear data structure, and we often face situation where the data is dynamic in nature and the number of data can't be predicted, or the number of data keeps on changing during the program execution. So for such cases we need linked list. Linked list is very useful in this type of situation. So unlike arrays, linked list elements are not stored in contiguous memory location. The elements are linked using with the help of a pointer. So now the question comes, like, why we have to use linked list when we already have arrays? Why to go for linked list? So understand here that arrays can store linear data, and the size of array is fixed. That is, the size of array, as soon as you are defining the array, the size gets fixed. That is, the upper limit of the array is fixed. But what if the situation, as I told you, that dynamically the data keeps on changing? That time what we have to do? So for such situation, array is not suitable, so we have to go for linked list. And another important thing is inserting a new element in array or deleting a element from array is very expensive. So in such cases, linked list is very useful. So let's understand about linked list. A linked list is a linear collection of nodes. So here, see few new terminology you will encounter. So a node, this if you can see, this is a node. So linked list is a linear collection of nodes where linear order is maintained by the means of links, or we can say pointer. Now, each node, this entire thing is a node, and each node will consist of two parts. So this entire thing I'm calling as node, and each node has two parts. One is data part or another is link part. In few books you can get as data field or link field. Don't worry, they are one and the same thing. So this first part will contain information or value of the element, which is data part. So data part is going to contain information or value of the element. Link part is going to contain the address of, or the address of the next node. For example, here also one node. So this link part will contain address or the link of the next node. So as you can see, the representation here, this is a node, this is the data part, this is the link part. And what we are saying, linked list is a linear collection of nodes. So there will be many nodes and it will be linearly arranged. Now, note this, that in data field or this data part, the user can store any type of value. For example, integer value can be allowed, float value, string, character, any value is allowed for this data part. So it can be name of students you are storing in linked list. So many students, for example, if I'm talking about 60 students, so 60 nodes will be there. In that case, in the data part, we will be storing what? We will be storing string values, because name is nothing but the string value. Or if I can say, there are marks of students. So if student marks I'm talking about floating type value, float type value. So float value also you can store here. So any kind of value you can store in the data part. Whereas the link part, the address of the next node will come. Fine. So here, as you can see, I have taken one example This is a linked list where three nodes are there. As you can see, this is the data part, this is the link or the address part. Data part value is 11 and the address of this node is how much? 6051. Address of this node is 6059. What we are saying, the link part contain address of next node. So how my linked list will look? Here is data part 11, 6059, that is address of the next node is coming here. That means a link is established between this place to this place, this node to this node. For second node, this is the address. So 22 is the data value, 6061 is the address of next field. For this node, value is or data part is 33. But if you can notice that the last node is not having address of any other node because this is the last node. So do remember that always the last node will be null. Okay, so last node of the linked list will be null. Now here comes where to use this linked list. So basically there are many places, there are many real life places you can use these linked list. So here if you can see in the implementation of other data structure, this is the major because whenever we want to use dynamic memory allocation, we are going for linked list only. So implementation of other data structure, for example, stacks or queue, it can be done using arrays also if you want to do static implementation. But if you want to do dynamic implementation, you have to use linked list. In graphs also you can use. So basically for graph, whenever you have to apply the concept of adjacency matrix and adjacency list, because drawing a graph on a paper is very easy, but main problem comes when you have to start implementing the graph in your system. So for that also you need linked list because adjacency list, all these things, you will maintain the vertices and the nodes in linked list only. Then we can use a linked list in dynamic memory allocation. So we have to keep track, we have to link which are the free blocks, and then only the dynamic memory allocation happens. So linked list is helping there also in dynamic memory allocation. Then maintaining the directory name, as I told you, 60 students, if I want to maintain or more than 60 students. So whenever you want to make a directory, the links will be established. So maintaining a directory also, we will be using linked list. Performing arithmetic operation on long integer, manipulation of polynomial by sorting, storing the constant in a node of a linked list, all these things require linked list. If you want to represent the sparse matrix, or in case of image viewer, for example, previous image, next image, all will get linked. Hence, you can access which one is the next image using next and previous button. Another thing, the hyperlink of your web browser, previous and next page. So whenever you are getting a URL or any URL you are searching and you are clicking the previous page or next page, or you are clicking on any hyperlink, so next link or next image, all these things are implemented using linked list. Similarly, in music player also, song in music player, which song will come first, after that which song will come next, or for a same singer, what are the next songs. So all these places in real life also, we are implementing the linked list. So if I will tell you that linked list, actually singly linked list, is almost work same like our human brain. I'm not wrong, because what happens if we want to remember anything, the very basic thing is we memorize, but memorizing is not a solution. Instead of that, what people say, what is the correct way of remembering thing? Those people who are suits or mentalist fan, they I hope have known with this term. There is a memory palace, and what we have to do in memory palace, we have to link one item with another item. So it's almost the same thing that you are linking one item with another item so that you remember that item. Now, another, if I will tell you real life example, it's almost like linked list uh, is based on the same concept of giving a travel direction. For example, one node I'm having as my home, another node I'm having as some milestone I decide, like from my home when I start, I get a petrol pump. So petrol pump is my next node. Then after that, I'm going and I'm getting this sweets shop. So that is my another milestone. And after I will go further, I will reach to the airport. So whenever I want to reach to that location, I just have to follow this direction. I just have to follow these nodes and I will reach to that particular direction. So real world is full with linked list concept. You just have to open your mind and you have to see where you can find all these things. So in the coming session, we will be implementing linked list. We will be creating the nodes. We will be inserting, deleting, we will display. We will do all these things dynamically, insert from first position, center position, uh, from last, all these things we will study. So this is it for this session. Thank you.